A semi-truck at night under gas station lights. The door slightly open. Inside, a scared, dirty young girl hugging her knees. Outside the window, a bearded man frozen in shock, holding a coffee cup. I'd been on the road since 3 a.m. Arkansas to Alabama. Just me, my rig, and static-filled AM radio. I wasn't anyone special. Just another long-haul driver named Mason trying to make it through the week. It was around dusk when I pulled into a rural gas station just off Route 71. One of those forgotten corners of the South where the air smells like diesel and the bathrooms never lock right. I left the engine off and locked the door, habit, but kept my thermos and GPS on the dash. Just needed coffee and maybe a bag of jerky. 5 minutes. That's all it took. When I returned, my boots scuffed to a stop. Someone was inside my truck. A girl. Couldn't have been older than 13. Thin as wire. Her eyes darted like she expected to be dragged out by her hair. She sat rigid in the driver's seat, hugging a ragged teddy bear so tight it looked like it might break her. I opened the door slow, hands raised like I was dealing with a wounded animal. "You okay, sweetheart?" I asked. She flinched, then whispered, "Don't let them take me back." Those 7 words cut through me harder than any horn or siren ever had. Her name was Emily. She wouldn't meet my eyes at first. She was cold, shaking, and barefoot. I gave her my flannel and turned on the heat, heart pounding. My instincts screamed to call someone, but my gut told me to listen first. "I ran from the house," she said, eyes fixed on the windshield. "He was gonna hurt me again. Mama didn't stop him last time." I gripped the wheel so hard I could feel the leather stretch. I asked if she needed a hospital or the police. Her head shook violently. "He's with the police." That's when I knew. This wasn't some runaway looking for attention. This was a child who had been trapped, hurt, and failed by every adult she'd known. I took a breath and made the hardest decision of my life. I didn't drive to my next delivery. I didn't call dispatch. I didn't even move for a long time. I just listened. We sat there for an hour, parked under those humming gas station lights, while she told me about the locked closet, the bruises, the silence of her school teachers, and how the last social worker said, "If you run again, we'll take your brother too." Her voice broke when she added, "I only ran because he started hurting him too." I stared at the CB radio, wondering what the hell a trucker like me was supposed to do, but I already knew. I made a few calls quietly. An old friend from my early hauling days was now a crisis counselor in Mobile. Trusted. Smart. Tough. She answered on the first ring. "Tina," I said, "I've got a girl in my truck who needs a safe place tonight. She's got nowhere else." Tina didn't ask questions. She just said, "Where are you?" Within 40 minutes, we were pulling into the back lot of an old diner she ran part-time as a shelter front. No flashing lights. No uniforms. Just warmth, blankets, and someone who looked Emily in the eyes like she mattered. Emily wouldn't let go of me at first. I crouched down, held her hand. "You're not alone anymore," I told her. "Not tonight. Not ever again. That was years ago." Today, Emily's 19. She sends me postcards from college, wants to study law and fight for kids like her, and me. That night rewired something in my soul. I sold the rig 6 months later, took my savings, and started Grant Hall Logistics. A company that not only ships across the country but funds a foundation that rescues and supports at-risk youth. I was just a trucker for most of my life, but one scared girl sitting in my cab for 5 unexpected minutes? She turned me into something more.